Hi, Corky. I just remember one of the things that you taught me when you were the regional director, and you were talking about Howard Paulson, and you said that you always really had a difficult time referring to him as your superior, but he was still your boss. And so I've learned that, and I would say I really want to address you as my former boss, as opposed necessarily to my former superior. But don't you think we got nice chairs here? We've really come up in the world since we had the opportunity to just throw out some of those old chairs that we bought while you were here. And I want to tell you, though, seriously, I have really appreciated what you have done for me, what you've done for Moorhead office, what you've done for Lutheran Social Service. I appreciate the fact that your warmth has always come through. I appreciate the fact that you've been sensitive to the needs of the staff. Particularly, you were always open to talking with me, no matter how busy you seem to be. And I also appreciate the fact that you served really as a buffer between the higher administration and our staff. I think that was really important. I just regret the fact that always, or that often at least, was hard on you as a result of that. But I appreciate what you've done. I really look forward to continuing to work with you even after you retire, doing some counseling work with us, and I look forward to continuing to have a relationship with you as a friend, even if we're not even beyond that time when we're working with the same agency. It's been good to get a chance to know you. I appreciate what you did in inviting me to come to the Moorhead office over 23 years ago. Thanks, Corky.
Corky, I want to take the opportunity to thank you for all the support over the years, and wish you the best in your retirement, and look forward to still doing some work together with LSS. We'll see you around.
Well, Corky, I just want to say it's been a pleasure working for you, and I know you've been looking forward to your retirement. I hope it's wonderful. And maybe when someone says, have a nice day, you really can have one. Did you? Yeah, we'll see what go up in that area. You know, this is forecasting, that's just... Yeah, I know a lot of... Hi, Corky. I do want to wish you a happy retirement. I have lots of memories of working with you. I remember when I joined the staff, when you and Tom and Ken welcomed me, and I remember the retreats that we had with the agency, and playing bridge with you and Romaine. We've had lots of good times, and I wish you lots of luck and happiness.
Well, Corky, let's see. I think you're far too young to retire because we're nearly the same age. So that's got to mean you're too young to retire, Corky. But in any case, seriously, we're going to miss you. You were very important to us over the years. You taught me an awful lot about bridge. I recall a number of times when we had challenging opportunities in bridge and came through with flying colors. But mostly I'll remember your leadership, Corky. It was important to have you as a part of that. You meant an awful lot to Lutheran Social Service over the years and have given a lot. And we're going to remember you for that. Thank you.
Corky, it's great to be able to talk to you in this way, because you can't talk back at me now, and I've got you right where I want you. I'll never forget the time I came and talked to you, and you remember it well too, when I asked you if I should take a job with LSS in directing an office, and you said, there's nothing to it, it's a piece of cake. And ever since then we've chuckled about the complexity of the jobs we got ourselves into and lived with. Another thing I always remember about you is the fun we had often around the dinner table when we used to back in the days when the regional directors would get together, or even area office directors, and we'd have dinner together. You had one story after another, and we would try to top one another. But one of the jokes we often had on you was pretending that you had told the story many, many times, when many times we had forgotten the story if you had ever told it before, or you were telling us a brand new one. But we enjoyed always laughing with you, at you, and listening to you laugh at us. It has just been great. But Corky, there's nothing that stands out as much as your love for people. And your just deep love for the people that you cared for, the people you worked with, and your loyalty to them all. It's great. It has been a wonderful opportunity for me to be your colleague. Thanks so much, Corky. God be with you.
Well, I'm really excited to have been able to know Corky for these last 13 years when I've been with Lutheran Social Service. We've had some really fun times together. And I remember some of the things that we did. He was the one, I think, that taught us the game of Yankee Swap that we always played at Christmas time that everyone had so much fun with. The other times that I remember so clearly are in Region 1. Corky, you remember when we were going to all of those hearings to get our foot in the door for the Region 1 nutrition program. And the stability and the confidence that you gave us when we were at those meetings, that always stuck out in my mind as you being such a well-rounded person and someone that was always a stable force for us with the program. I've really enjoyed the times that we've met in the hallway. We seem to kind of be coming and going and pass by, and even once in a while we'd see each other on the highway. But I wish you the best on your retirement and hope that you stop by the office as often as you can to poke your head in and say hello and have a cup of coffee with us, because we're really going to miss you around the office. So come back and see us sometime, and it was really fun to have known you in the work that we've done with LSS.
Hi, Corky. I want to wish you a happy retirement. I hope you have many good years ahead of you. We're going to miss you at LSS, and I hope you take Bill up on his offer to come and be a part of the counseling staff part-time. Because if you don't, we're going to miss you an awful lot. I have a lot of happy memories of you. I appreciated you as my boss during the years that I worked for you. And I appreciated your emphasis on LSS being a place of service to people. Your heart was always in the right place, and I'm real grateful for that. I also remember you as sort of the quintessent traveler of the Northwest region. And I can remember being with you on several pretty hair-raising trips in the dead of winter to Timbuktu. But if you were driving, we knew we would always get there, and we would always have the session no matter what the weather. So I hope in your retirement you stay home more in snowstorms, and you toast your toes more, because during your LSS years you traveled some pretty hairy miles to keep your obligations. Thank you for all that you mean to us. Thank you for your enormous contribution to this agency. Thanks for your big heart. God bless you.
Hi, I'm Mark Peterson. I'm the president of Lutheran Social Service, and I'm here to say some nice things about Corky, which is easy to do because Corky's a good guy. One of the things that has always struck me about Corky is that throughout the entire northwestern part of the state of Minnesota, that man knows people. He knows people comfortably, and he knows them well. He's left a tremendous legacy for the Ministry of Lutheran Social Service in this place, and we'll be grateful to him forever for the kind of work that he's done. We're going to miss him.
Corky, I'm very pleased to say a few words in your defense tonight. It's a joy for me to be able to share with you my good wishes upon your retirement. I thought that it would be very appropriate tonight that I'm not sure if anybody else will do this, but I thought it would be a very appropriate time for me to tell a couple of Norwegian jokes, since that's one of the things that you have enriched our lives with. The first one I'll tell is about the Norwegian and Swede who are flying an airplane, and the plane ran into trouble, and so they both had to bail out, and the Swede took just a couple of minutes to hit the ground, and but he waited and waited for the Norwegian. And what had happened to the Norwegian was that the Norwegian had gotten lost along the way and came down an hour and a half later. And then there is the story about the two women in the rest home who were tired of the monotony of daily living, and so they decided that they were going to go streaking around the nursing home. And this they did, and they went past a couple of elderly gentlemen in a wheelchair, and one of them turned and said, "What was that?" The other one said, "A couple of women, I think." And the first one said, "Well, what are they wearing?" And the second one said, "I don't know, but it sure needed ironing." I've always been proud to be associated with you, and I owe a great deal of my professional career to you because you hired me at LSS. And it's because you did that I've had the happiest years of my professional career at LSS. My ministry has been very fulfilling. It's been happy. I've enjoyed the people that I've worked with, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve. As I think about you as a person, I want you to know that I've always respected you as a person. I've respected you as a father and a husband and as a member of the community. I've also respected your philosophy, which is to serve people, and that ministry and people are the most important things. And then finally, I've always respected your philosophy of hiring good people, giving them a lot of support and giving them a lot of freedom to do what they want to do. It's because of the way you handle me that I've been able to do some of the things that I like to do. And because of that, a lot of people have been helped. LSS, in my judgment, owes you a great deal of gratitude. You started in this office with just a fledgling office, and over the years it grew and grew to be a multifaceted organization, ministering to many people in lots of different ways. And it grew to an organization with a multi-million-dollar budget. And all of that is possible because you provided good leadership. And the people of this area and the people of LSS owe you a great deal of gratitude for what you've done. I'd like to close by reading something to you which came to me in the mail just a couple of weeks ago. This is a thank you note from one of the clients that came in. It said, "Dear Paul, I would like to personally thank you for all the help and encouragement you gave to our family and to our son. He seems to be doing very well now, and I pray that in the future he will find the strength to remain sober. You were there for all of us when we needed you for information and guidance. On behalf of all of us, I give you a great big thank you." The thank you that I received in this note is a thank you also to you, Corky. The good wishes that we get as counselors, that the ways that we have helped people, these are in large part due to your efforts. And so we thank you for your untiring efforts on behalf of LSS, and all of the gratitudes that we have received, we want to share with you. Finally, I'd like to close by quoting a piece of scripture, and it reflects what I think the Lord would think of you and say of you if the Lord were here at this retirement party, and that is, "Well done, good and faithful servant." Thank you, Corky.